Let's get one thing straight right away. The idea that life slows down after 50 is an old story. And frankly, it's a boring one. It's time for a rewrite. For so many of us, turning 50 isn't an end. The kids might be grown, careers might be settled, and suddenly, there's this incredible gift of time. Being single at this stage isn't a setback. It's a launch pad. It's your chance to rediscover the person you were before you were a parent, before you were a spouse, before you were a boss. It's an invitation to be a little selfish, in the best possible way. This is your golden age, and it's meant to be lived in full, vibrant color. Forget what you think you know about being single later in life. This isn't about lonely nights or quiet weekends. It's about freedom. It's about a clear calendar waiting to be filled with whatever excites you. Think of it as a second adolescence. Have you always dreamed of seeing the rolling green hills of Ireland? Or maybe the sun-drenched coast of Italy is calling your name. For years, you might have thought, I'll go someday. Well, someday is now. Traveling as a single person over 50 has never been easier or more exciting. Tour companies have recognized our adventurous spirit and are creating amazing trips designed for us. These aren't your typical rushed tours. They are experiences. Imagine waking up in a Tuscan villa, learning to cook pasta with a local chef, sharing a bottle of Chianti with new friends at sunset. This isn't a fantasy, it's a Tuesday on a group trip. The beauty of group travel is that it takes all the stress out of the equation. No more worrying about logistics. No more worrying about accommodations. No more worrying about dining alone. Everything is handled for you. All you have to do is show up with an open mind and a passport. You're instantly part of a community of like-minded travelers. To see the world. To have fun. Adventure doesn't always require a passport. Sometimes the greatest discoveries are right in your own backyard. Joining a social club or a hobby group is one of the best ways to build a vibrant local social life. The secret is to follow your interests. What have you always wanted to try? Perhaps it's a book club. Discuss the latest bestseller over coffee. Or maybe a hiking club. Explore local trails and get some fresh air. The options are endless. Groups that bring people together around a common passion. It's the easiest way to meet people because you already have something to talk about. Websites like meetup.com are a goldmine. Search anything that piques your curiosity. Photography classes, wine tasting groups, pickleball leagues, board game nights, volunteer organizations. You'll be amazed how many people nearby are looking for the same thing. It's about finding your tribe, people who get you, who share your enthusiasm, who make you feel energized. This isn't about forced mingling, it's about organic connection. A friend of mine, David, a recent widower, felt lost and isolated. His kids encouraged him to find a hobby. Let's be clear about one very important thing. Building a social life after 50 is not just a coded way of saying you need to find a new partner. While romance can certainly be a wonderful part of the journey for some, it shouldn't be the only goal. The real treasure is in finding friendship community, pure, simple fun. The pressure is off. Now, it's about collecting experiences and companions, not just a +1 for a wedding. The most fulfilling connections are often the ones you least expect. Think about the joy of a good, hearty laugh, the kind that makes your stomach hurt and your eyes water. Surround yourself with people who make you laugh, people who you can be your true, authentic self with. I remember joining a gardening club, thinking I'd learn about roses. I did, but what I really gained was a friend named Susan. We were attempting to prune a particularly stubborn shrub and ended up more tangled in the branches than the plant. We've been best friends ever since. Our bond wasn't formed over a candle-lit dinner. It was formed over a shared moment of hilarious incompetence. That's the magic. It's about the shared humanity, the silliness, and the you too moments. So shift your focus. When you walk into a new group or social event, don't scan the room for potential dates. There's a powerful two-letter word. That word is yes. For years, you may have said no to things. Too busy, too tired, had too many obligations. No to a last-minute weekend trip. No to joining a choir. No to that cooking class. Now is the time to flip the script. Saying yes is a declaration. It's telling the universe that you are open for business, the business of living. It's an invitation for serendipity, for unexpected joy. Think of it as a personal challenge. For 1 month, try to say yes to every reasonable social invitation that comes your way. Your neighbor asks if you want to walk the dogs together? Yes. A flyer at the library advertises a talk on ancient history? Yes. Your friend from the pickleball court invites you to a potluck? Yes. Of course, use your judgment, but lean into the possibility. You will be astonished at where this simple change in mindset will lead you. It pushes you out of your comfort zone and into the world, where all the good stuff happens. I heard a wonderful story about a man named Richard, who, after his retirement, decided to adopt this yes philosophy. His daughter called him and said, "Dad, my friend's band is playing at a little dive bar downtown. Want to come?" His first instinct was to say no. It was late. It was loud. It wasn't his kind of music, but he remembered his new rule, and he said yes. They ended up talking for an hour about local migratory patterns. He left that night feeling energized and connected, all because he said one simple word. If you still need convincing, just look around. The world is filled with inspiring examples of people over 50 who are not just living, but thriving. These are not celebrities or superheroes. They are regular people who made a choice to embrace this chapter of their lives with gusto. They are the living proof that age is just a number, but attitude is everything. They are the pioneers of this new golden age, and they are clearing a path for all of us to follow. Take Maria, for example. After her divorce at 58, she felt her world had shrunk. She spent a year feeling sorry for herself, then one day she decided she was done with that. She had always loved the ocean, and she found a local kayaking group online. The first time she went out, she was terrified. The kayak felt wobbly, she was sure she would tip over. The group leader was patient, the other members were encouraging. 2 years later, Maria leads beginner tours herself. Tan, toned arms, a social calendar more packed than her daughter's. She found her confidence again, out on the water. Then there's Tom, a 62-year-old accountant who retired with no hobbies. His wife had passed away and his days felt empty. On a whim, he walked into a music store and saw a flyer for adult rock and roll camp. He hadn't played since college, but he signed up. They called themselves the Audit Auries. They practice every week in Tom's garage. Use close-up of man in his 60s playing electric guitar in garage with band. They even played a set at a local street fair. He says it makes him feel 19 again. These stories are everywhere. Community theater, dog park mornings, volunteer kitchens, chopping onions and serving the community. This is a cultural shift. People are realizing the end of one chapter is the perfect opportunity to write an exciting new one. So, what are you waiting for? You've read the stories. You've seen the possibilities. The only thing standing between you and a more vibrant, fun-filled life is the decision to take that first step. It can feel daunting, I know. It's easy to stay home where it's comfortable and safe. But comfort and safety rarely lead to great stories or deep belly laughs. Your adventure is waiting for you, but it won't come knocking on your door. You have to go out and find it. You have to be the hero of your own story, and the action starts now. I challenge you to do one small thing this week. Just one. Go online and look up a club in your area. It could be a walking group, a photography class, or a foreign language conversation circle. You don't even have to go yet. Just do the research. See what's out there. Or pick up the phone and call that friend you've been meaning to reconnect with and suggest you go try that new cafe. Small, manageable steps are the key. Each one builds momentum. And before you know it, you'll be running toward new experiences. Don't let the what-ifs hold you back. What if I don't know anyone? What if I'm not good at it? What if I feel awkward? Let me answer those for you. You will meet people. You will get better with practice. You will feel awkward for about 5 minutes, and then you'll forget all about it because you'll be having too much fun. Every single person who has ever tried something new has felt those same fears. The difference is that they felt the fear and did it anyway. You are just as brave and capable as every single one of them. This is your time. This is your life. Don't miss out on the laughter, the friendship, and the sheer joy of discovery that is waiting for you. Say yes to adventure. Say yes to new friends. Say yes to yourself. The second half of your life has the potential to be the best half, filled with more excitement and connection than you ever thought possible. The playground is open, and all the cool kids over 50 are there. Go get it.